Hello students, I am Kinjal Parmar. Welcome to the video lecture series of Digital Fundamentals. Today we will explore number system. So let's start with the definition of number system. Number system, a system for representing number in a certain manner. Here we have a different types of numbers and this number can be represented in a specific manner. So we have a varieties of number system. We have a various types of number system in which we can represent any kind of numbers in a specific manners. So let's discuss one by one types of number system. First we have a decimal number system. In decimal number system we have a base 10 and total number of symbols used are 0 to 9. In this decimal number system we have a total 10 symbols. That's why this decimal number system has base 10. Then we have a binary number system. This binary number system has base 2 and total number of symbols used are 0 and 1. In binary, we use only 0 and 1 to represent any kind of number. So, the base of binary number is 2. Then we have a octal number system. In octal number system, base 8 and total number of symbols used are 0 to 7. In octal number system, we use basically total 8 symbols 0 to 7. That's why octal number system has base of 8. Then we have a hexadecimal number system. In hexadecimal number system we have a base 16 and total number of symbols are used 0 to 9 number and A to F letters. In hexadecimal number system, we have a total 16 symbols and this total 16 symbols can be represented in a two-way. First, we have a numbers and other we have a letters. Using these letters and numbers, we represent any hexadecimal numbers. So, in this hexadecimal numbers, we used letters and numbers to represent any kind of numbers. Now let's discuss about conversion of number system. As we discussed that we have a different types of number system, decimal number system, then we have a octal number system, binary number system and hexadecimal number system. This number system can be represented using varieties of symbols. Now as a human we work on a decimal number system, but our computers and other digital equipments in a real-time application use different types of number system. For example, our computer use binary, okay, and other digital system use either octal or either hexadecimal number system. So to understand the working of any digital devices, we have to understand this conversions of number system, because as a human we work on a decimal number system. And let's take an example like calculator. Calculator works on a binary. Okay, now whenever we give the input to the this devices, we give the decimal numbers and we have a output in a decimal form, but this devices works on a binary. So in between there is a conversion of decimal to binary, and after the analysis we have a output in a decimal form. That means again there is a conversion from binary to decimal. So we have to learn about this conversion of number system. So let's discuss about conversions of number system. So let's discuss about all the conversions. First let's discuss about decimal conversions. In decimal conversions, we have to discuss about decimal to binary conversions and binary to decimal, then binary to octal and octal to binary, and binary to hexadecimal and hexadecimal to binary. But in a decimal conversions, we use only one method to convert in all the base type. So using only one method, decimal to any base, we can convert any number into desired base system. So let's discuss how we can convert decimal number into another base system. So let's discuss about how we can convert decimal number into desired numbers. So first we have a decimal to any base system. In decimal number, we have two types of number, integer number and fractional number. In decimal number system, we have a integer and fractional portion, and this integer and fractional portion can be converted into desired base system using different methods. So in decimal to other base system, we have a first method to convert integer number into any other base system is successive division method, and to convert fractional number into desired base, we have a successive multiplication method. So to convert any decimal number into desired base system, we have to use these two methods. First, successive division method is used for this integer number, and this successive multiplication method is used for fractional number. So let's discuss one by one how we can convert integer decimal number into desired base and fractional decimal number into desired base. Successive division method. Successive division method is used to convert integer number of decimal into desired base system. In successive division method, we have to follow some steps. First, this in a successive division method, we have a this decimal number. First, we have to divide this decimal number, and this decimal number is divided by desired base. We have to divide our integer number by desired base. Like for example, if we want to convert decimal number into binary, then we have to divide number with 2. If we want to convert a number into octal, then we have to divide by 8. So first we have to divide our decimal integer number by desired base. Then by dividing, we have a two output, first a quotient and other remainder. This quotient can be again used for division, and thus remainder is basically our answer. So we have to store at a different place to write this bits. Okay, so this quotient and remainder can be written, and this quotient bit, or says this quotient part, is again divided until we got a 0 into the quotient part. So we have to divide our decimal number repeatedly. So this is known as a successive division. We have to consider our new quotient as a divisor part, and again we divide with this our desired base. So we have to calculate this up to we have a 0 into quotient part, and write down this remainder bits from bottom to top manner. Now let's discuss this with the example. We have an example for successive division method. Here we have this decimal number 13. This decimal number 13 can be represented in a binary using successive division method. So first we have to divide this number 13 by 2. So we have here quotient 6 and remainder 1. As we divide 13 by 2, so we have a quotient part 6 and remainder 1. Now again divide this 6 by 2, so we have a quotient part 3 and remainder 0. Here we have a quotient part 3 and remainder 0. Then again divide by 2, so we have a quotient part 1 and remainder 1. So this is how we can divide successively. Then again divide this 1 by 2. So as 1 is not divided by 2, so we have a quotient part 0 and remainder 1. So we have to focus on remainder bit. Now this remainder bit is our answer, and how we can write this? So from bottom to top manner, we have our answer bit. So 13 can be represented as 1, then 1, 0 and 1. So this is how we can convert decimal number into binary by successively dividing our number with 2. Here we divide decimal number with 2 because we have a base 2 in a binary. If we want to convert decimal number into octal or in a hexadecimal, so we have to divide number either by 8 or either by 16. Now let's discuss another example how we can convert any number into binary or into octal or into hexadecimal. So here we have another example. 225 into decimal can be converted into binary, octal or either in a hexadecimal, and we have a answer bit over here. How we got this answer? So let's discuss about first binary. In a binary we have to successively divide this number, and we have to store this quotient part, again divide this quotient part and store remainder aside, and from bottom to top write the remainder bits from left to right. Okay, from left to right. So using this manner we can write this decimal number into binary format. Here we divide 225 with 2, so we have a 112 and the remainder part 1. Then again we divide 112 by 2, so we have a 56 and the remainder 0, and successively we divide the number, and from bottom to top manner we write our answer bits. If we want to convert this decimal number into octal, then we have to divide this 225 number with 8. So here is the example. We divide 225 successively with 8 and we have a remainder bit, and this remainder bit can be written from bottom to top. Here we write 341 as our answer bit. So here again we divide 225 with 8, then we have a quotient bit, then we have a remainder bit, and these bits can be represented from bottom to top. So this is how we can convert decimal to octal. And if we want to convert decimal to hexadecimal, then we have to divide our number with 16. So here is the example. Here we divide this 225 by 16, so we have our quotient bit and remainder bit. If we divide 225 with 16, then we have a quotient bit 28 and remainder 1, and whenever we divide this 28 by 16, then we have a quotient bit 14 over here. Now in a hexadecimal we have this 14 number, and in hexadecimal we represent 14 as E, because 10 is equivalent to A, then 11 is equivalent to B, then 12 is equivalent to C, 13 is equivalent to D, and 14 is equivalent to E. So in hexadecimal, whenever we have a number greater than 9, then we use later. So here how we can represent hexadecimal number? So 14 we have to use E for representing 14. So we have a E and 1. Again from bottom to top manner we write our answer bit. So we have a E1 as a hexadecimal number. So this is how this 225 can be converted into binary, into hexadecimal or into octal. Now let's discuss about how we can convert fractional number. So here we have a successive multiplication method. In successive multiplication method, first multiply the fractional number with the desired base and write integer portion aside, and again multiply our new fractional number up to, and repeat this procedure up to we got the enough digits, or we have a 0 into fractional parts, and then write our integer portion from top to bottom manner. Now let's discuss this with the example. Here we have an example. 0.6875. So how we can convert this 0.6875 into binary? So this 0.6875 can be multiplied with 2 if we want to convert this number with the binary. So 0.6875 into 2, so we have a 1.3750. Now we have a 1.3750. So 1 is an integer number and 0.3750 is our fractional value. So write this integer number aside, which is our answer bit, and again multiply this fractional value. Here we multiplied only 0.3750. So 0.3750 into 2, so we have a 0.75. So here we have a integer number 0. Then again multiply this 0.75 by 2. So we have a 1.5, and we have a 1 as a integer and 0.5 as a fractional. So again multiply this 0.5 with 2. So we have a 0.5 into 2 is equals to 1.00. So here we have a fractional portion 00. So here we can stop. So here we have our answer bit, or basically says here we have a integer bit which is our answer. And how we can write this integer? So from top to bottom manner we write our answer. For example, here we have a 1, 0, 1 and 1. So this 1011 can written as a 0.1011. So this is how we can convert 0.6875 into our desired base, or says into binary number system. Now let's discuss about another example, how we can convert this any fractional number into a binary or into octal or into hexadecimal. So here we have another example. First, 0.225. So here this 0.225 can be converted into binary. So we have to do successive multiplication by 2 and write our integer portion aside, and from top to bottom manner we can write our answer bit. So this is how we can convert a decimal number into binary. So using this 0.25 into 2, then we have a numbers and we have a integer portion, then again multiply this fractional with 2. So do successive multiplications, and by doing this successive multiplication we have a integer bits, and this integer bits can be represented from top to bottom. Now let's discuss about how we can convert this decimal number into octal number system. So we have a 0.225 decimal number, and now this number can be converted into octal by multiplying this number with 8. So here we have an example, 0.225 can be converted into octal by multiplying this and writing this integer portion from top to bottom manner. Here we do successive multiplication with base 8. Here we multiply our decimal number with 8 and then write our integer number aside, and again multiply the fractional value and then write integer portion from top to bottom manner. So we have our answer bit. Let's discuss how we can convert decimal number into hexadecimal. So simply by multiplying by 16. So here is the example, 0.225 can be converted into hexadecimal by multiplying with 16, and then again write our integer portion aside and then write this integer value from top to bottom manner. So this is how we can convert our decimal number into either binary or either in a octal or either in a hexadecimal. Now if we have both the number integer and fractional number, so how we can convert our decimal number? So simply just combine these numbers. Here we have an example, like for example 225.225, and this number can be converted into binary or into octal or into hexadecimal. So we have to just club these values of integer numbers and the value of this fractional value. So if we have a 225.225, so convert 225 integer value by successive division method and this 0.225 value by successive multiplication method and these values can be converted into desired base system by successively dividing with the desired base or by successively multiplying with the desired base. Like for example, if we want to convert this 225.225 into binary, so integer value can be divided by 2 and this fractional value can be multiplied by 2 and then club this bits for our answer bit. So here is the example 225.225 which is previously converted into desired base system. So here we just club these bits for our required answer bit. So this is how we can convert decimal numbers into any base system. So that's it for this session. Thank you.